Your first show, your first act, your first podcast, your first comedian is an extremely funny gentleman. Slept for a couple hours earlier today in your bed.
Yeah, and we greeted him in his underwear.
So,
it was really nice.
You know we trust him. Put your hands together for John Gabrus!
Looking. Thank you. What's up, guys? What's up, shitheads? It's me, your boy, the number one fuck boy, John Gabrus. Thanks for coming out in the middle of a fucking weekday afternoon, you unemployed scumbags. I appreciate you coming out here to listen to me talk about whatever I want to talk about, the worst fucking premise for a podcast ever, but I just had to get in the podcasting business 5 years after it popped. I'm going to bring on a guest, a friend of mine, the only one who responded to texts about who's in town for South by Southwest. Former guest on the Judaism episode. Here, I just want to crush my own spirits. Does anyone here actually listen to my podcast? 5. Perfect. All right, I'll take it. Well, this guy was a guest. Now I'm just talking about a movie you guys have never even seen. He was a guest in the Judaism episode. He is a Jew himself and a hilarious comedian, secondly. But first, he's one of my favorite Jews in the world. Guys, put it together for Gil Ozeri. Yeah. Sit wherever you'd like, I guess, and grab a mic. I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited to be here.
No, I'm excited to have you, Gil.
One of your favorite Jews.
One of my favorite Jews.
Not people.
Well,
favorite Jews.
They are two separate categories. It goes people.
Dogs. Okay. Not a problem.
It goes people, dogs, Jews, cats, though.
Really? You hate cats? Fuck cats?
Well, you
I
like
have
cats.
A cat.
I know,
love
of course
cats.
you do.
I know. Of course you do. You're a Jew. You can only like something beneath you.
Yeah. You can't have an animal that would be loud in an attic.
No, you can't.
Just in case.
That's right.
Oh
God, a lot of Anne Frank fans. It's okay. We know her.
I'm like, you guys don't even listen to the podcast. They have no idea that I'm a big garbage person.
No, they would know that you had Anne Frank on as a guest.
I did. And I just mostly had questions about, what do you wear in an attic? Does it get drafty?
Because Jews always complain about a draft in the room.
I mean, my family's Italian. They're pretty similar, believe it or not. At least Long
Jews
Island.
and Italians?
New York Italians are pretty similar to New York Jews.
Right, sure.
Yeah, they're always
they got
cold.
to Ellis Island at the same time.
They were treated wildly better, but they were here at the same. They weren't leaving their home country for awful reasons.
Yeah.
So Gil, if you guys don't know what High and Mighty is, and for those of you listening to this, I'm sorry. I didn't have to do a podcast. I wanted to do a podcast, but I didn't want to do any work. So I just said, the premise is I bring friends on and talk to them about topics I want to talk about.
It's sort of the anti-premise, if you think about it.
It is the
It's the Dadaist version of a podcast, you know what I mean? It's like,
I'm the Luis Buñuel of podcasting.
Yeah, you are.
Is that a Dada reference? No, I don't know.
How many of you listen to my Dada podcast?
No one? Everyone thinks it's like a weird baby fetish podcast called Dada.
It is, yeah.
It could be both. We talk about art for the sake of lack of art and also daddy fetishes. So Gil and I thought something that might be not fun or good to talk to you about, but something that would just be easy and no prep would be...
By the way, are you going no mics, no like half mic stand?
I don't know.
This is such an awkward fucking...
I know. Hold on, let me try too.
I feel like this is like the dumbest...
I feel like I'm, here's a reference.
So big for no fucking reason.
I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain unplugged. Where did the bad folks go when they died? And we're gonna have... You fucking 19-year-olds don't even know what I'm talking about.
Kurt Cobain was a Jew in the Holocaust. He got killed because his fucking cardigan smelled like shit.
The Nazis were like, I smelled teen spirit. By a round of applause, who here is over 30? All right. I like to see a woman in the front row proud to be over 30 at a music festival. Never mind. Like by show of hands, any girls here under 18? Actually, let's just keep that a secret just in case.
Are there any premature babies in the crowd?
Did you guys all sign the blanket consent form when you came in? Oh.
By the way, did you hear what they're calling premature babies these days?
No, I did not. What are they?
Creamies.
Creamies?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they're just like sort of creamy. They're like, just like sort not preemies. They're like creamy. Anyway.
So you can expect stuff like that. We're gonna talk a little bit about festivals. Gil, this is unwieldy, by the way. Just take it off the thing. Take it off.
No, I want to keep it on.
All right, you keep using it. I'm gonna put mine directly in my eye line. Why'd I bring my purse up here? Forgive me. Forgive me! What an intense thing to say. So I'm tangled. Here's how it's gonna work. Gil and I are gonna talk to you guys, answer your festival questions, give you guys some festival advice. Who here is at South by for the first time? Round of applause.
All right.
I like that Jake and Amir ask for a show of hands on a fucking live taping of a podcast.
That seemed like 99% of the crowd, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell. Wait, clap again? All right, see, now
Wait,
that
I
sounds
honestly
like...
forgot what we asked them to clap. Was it the first time at South by or they've been before?
No, they said, we asked, would you hide a Jew during the Holocaust?
That seems like a lot of people.
This time it sounded like 20%.
I would hide a Jew during the Holocaust, but in like a fun, like kind of like twee way. Like in a present underneath
like
a Christmas tree.
Like I can't wait to reveal them.
Yeah. Oh no! Open any one of these gifts, Herr Führer.
Wait, so in your mind, Hitler is arriving at your fucking house?
Guess who's coming to dinner? Okay, so it's that kind of anti-Semitism that you can expect at South by Southwest. Yeah, set it up like an oboe.
This actually feels more comfortable.
That looks like a weird steampunk porno poster you would buy, like
Eon
Eon Flux, like sucking a giant.
This is a
robot
steampunk
dick.
fuck toy, basically.
Yeah, that's the Sibian of microphones.
I give orgasms through my voice, through the anyway.
I have a one-man show that I'm working on. It's kind of like a Chris Angel thing called Mind Come, and I give people in the crowd orgasms using my mind.
Oh, really? Like sort of Jedi-like?
Jedi-like, yeah. Except more tribal tats. So a lot of people are at their first South by Southwest. Is that what I asked earlier? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna periodically black out, so if you can help me. So I've been to, this is maybe my 5th South by. Gil, you've never been to South by.
This is my first, I've been to Austin, but this is my first South by Southwest.
But you've been to a bunch of different festivals due to performing and touring and stuff like that, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was just
for the sake of this.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh yes, yeah. I was at the big festival. I've been to the Razor Festival.
Gil threw the first candle at the 3rd Woodstock, the one that's burned it all down.
Remember that?
To you guys, that's probably just called Woodstock. You fucking young cocksucker.
Wait a second, you're acting like you were at Woodstock.
I was at Woodstock '94, bro. I fucking love Trent Reznor.
I saw Henry VIII live the first time. Shakespeare was back there. He was all nervous. He was like, Henry VIII? I don't know.
I'm like, Bill, chill out,
I'm
bro.
like, shut the fuck up, Bill.
Have a little swig of hemlock,
I
Bill.
jerked Bill off so he would calm down.
Hey, guys, if Bill Shakespeare's ever freaking out, you gotta jerk him off. Everyone knows that. Who's the guy that they thought wrote all of Shakespeare's plays?
Jake
Merlot?
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right. Jake Gyllenhaal from Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko is written by Shakespeare. A lot of people don't know that. So does anyone have any questions? That's it. Does anyone have any questions about the stuff we talked about? No, so we thought maybe we could give you guys some advice. Are people planning on sticking around the festival and doing the walking around? I just see one guy shaking his head no hard.
What? How many flew in here just for this podcast?
How many people flew in just to see a
Wow.
podcast they don't even listen to and also know that it's going to be up on iTunes in a couple of days? They're like, I just want to see this anti-Semite in person. Wait, so maybe you guys are here for the other podcast. It's a little presumptuous of me. I'm up with 2 other podcasts.
Right.
But it's a mostly white crowd. So I don't know.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
So am
Wait,
I.
so there were people who raised their hand with questions.
Yeah, right. No, I wanted to ask that guy a question. Why'd you shake your head no so vehemently about... You're getting the hell out of... I would like to tell you that you could have gotten out sooner if you skipped this bullshit show. But since I'm on it, I want to say thank you, sir.
Wait, why do you want to?
He's like The Rock
so
in San Andreas. He's like gonna just stick around. I gotta stay and help everybody. The Rock. Did anyone who here saw San Andreas? Round of applause. Okay.
Wow.
It's about the same amount of people that listen to my podcast. Feels
Yeah.
good. I would say I'm equally successful to The Rock. But it's a movie about a guy who is in the San Francisco Fire Department rescue. A huge earthquake hits Northern California, and he takes a chopper to go save his ex-wife. Like, imagine a firefighter rushing past you during, like, a natural disaster. Is like, I gotta go get my wife, bro.
Does he leave everybody? Does he not save?
Yeah.
That's
He
fucked
steps on someone's head and kills them on his way to rescue
He
his
steps
wife.
on a creamy.
Yeah, he steps on a creamy. A woman's like, my creamy!
It's already cream. It's not like he has to crush it or anything.
Guys.
Anyway, that's baby humor. So wait, why does that guy want to leave Austin?
Yeah, why do you
so
want to
bad?
leave so bad? We're from Los
The
Angeles.
traffic.
The
What
tra-
are you, 65? The traffic. Oh my God! I gotta get
He's
to
right,
the
though.
airport 4 hours in advance. Are you packed already?
He's like, I'm having a nice dinner at 4 p.m. and then I'm
Yeah.
getting the hell out of Austin.
Don't forget the hotel loafers. Stick them in the. Just hide them.
We promise if you volunteer
Traffic.
information, we're not going to destroy you like this.
Yeah, I don't promise that.
But I know a lot of people who live in Austin, and then when South by comes, they just like rent their apartment for $500 a night and get the fuck. Round of applause. Who's from Austin? Who's from Texas? So nobody.
I would like to find out who hates South by Southwest
Yeah.
because of all the assholes
Yeah.
and the outsiders.
What
who
locals
come
hate
in.
South by?
Wow. Yes.
Yes. And what? Can you give us some examples of shit that you hate about South by coming into town? We're gonna figure out this mic situation for sure.
Hey, don't mind
So
me.
you guys, the Jim and Pam. Not my president. Fine. Now you can finally say it. Now you can be like the rest of Texas and bitch about Obama. Austin, the little fucking oasis in the middle. You forget, so you get like in a cab and the guy's like, yeah, I got a funny joke for you. 2 black guys, what? And you're like, And that's me talking to the cab driver. So yeah, Obama's here. He's doing the Black Men Can't Jump podcast. I tried to get him on mine, and he's like, I can't be associated with your viewpoints. So that makes sense, a lot of traffic. Is there anything else specific? Like, when does it start getting shitty? When do all the food trucks and, like, people on bicycles with giant wheels start I guess those are here already. You guys chose that. I lived in New York City for 10 years. That would be like walking through Times Square going, all these fucking people coming to fucking New York City. Austin's a dope-ass place to come to. What are other complaints about Austin? Giant guy. Oh, you're sitting on a stool. Yes, you, Yao Ming. What's that? Price of weed skyrockets.
Oh, wow. From like is there like an Uber for weed? There's like a surge price or something? Why does it skyrocket so much?
Because of demand, brother. Right? And so you live in Austin and you wait until South by kicks off to buy your weed. I say maybe pick up a quad in early March and try to power through the end of the month. The price of weed,
yeah.
No, I was going to say that's a very real reason.
That's a very real reason.
Yeah, the weed, yeah.
You know that we are undercover DEA.
Yeah.
You're getting arrested for fucking sitting on an invisible chair and fucking levitating in the air right now.
I guess I have to call on the guy who's 9 feet in the air, invisible in the back. The price of weed skyrocketing, that is a major issue.
What about the people? Are the people who come here, because I went to Venice this year in Italy.
Ooh!
Yeah, that's right.
Venice in Italy.
Yes, not Venice Beach.
And I was just like, oh my God, there's so many fucking tourists here. This is disgusting. We're ruining the city. And I felt bad. Do you guys hate people who come here?
We're
Yes?
trying to find out who you, the audience, hates so we can... Nothing bonds people like bitching about the same shit together. Everyone's always like, you gotta find... Like, if you go on a first date, you gotta find common interests. Like, oh, you know, we both like CrossFit. Awful. But the real trick is to find common things you hate. Nothing bonds you quicker than being like, I fucking hate when people say good vibes on Facebook or some shit. I hate that shit. What do people hate? What do people hate? So what else sucks about South by? The weed goes up. There's traffic. I see a hand back there.
Furries?
Furries?
Like people who have sex in like furry costumes? Like animal costumes? Wow, that's a very specific hate.
A raccoon dressed as a hobo, or a hobo dressed as a raccoon?
Wait, you saw like an actual animal in like human clothing?
I hate all the furries. They're walking around with their leashes and their collars on.
So you're talking about real furries. Why don't you just call them animals?
I saw an anthropomorphic raccoon dressed up as a hobo. I don't think she's spending a lot of money on weed.
I saw greenies. I mean a plant, but yeah, it's a greenie.
Wait, so you know these people who are in there, maybe they're just mascots shilling for the Samsung Variety Chillax Zone brought to you by Yahoo Medley or some shit.
Where did you see these furries?
Were they fucking? Right outside?
Were they doing anything weird or just dressed up? Because why, you know.
I mean, I assume when I see anybody on the street that they are fucking in their free time. So if I see two people in furry costumes...
Have you ever had sex in public?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Where? Please tell me the story. Do you guys want to hear this story? I've just turned it into a story. Go ahead.
I guess I gotta come... So my first blowjob ever, first one I got, I gave one way earlier. But my first blowjob was like freshman year of high school, baller, at the pep rally. All right, we're gonna get this. Can we have a phone book for Gilad to sit on? You want to sit in a little airplane chair like when you get your hair cut?
That guy's already sitting in it. And now he's on his phone.
Yeah, you can't sit 10 feet in the air and fuck around on your phone.
You can't float like fucking Dalzim from Street Fighter and talk on your fucking phone.
You totally can, actually. We don't give a shit. So my first blowjob, this is recorded, so I'll leave names out of it, but it was with a girl named Kelly. Up against the flagpole of my high school football...
Of Capitol Hill.
Yeah, up against the flagpole on my high school football field the night of the pep rally. This was freshman year, so I wasn't playing football yet, and Literally, it was the first time I've ever gotten a blowjob. I was so drunk. And people are just walking by going, Gabrus! Like, I'm just laying there, and I'm trying so hard to come, and I just can't.
Wait, you're trying to come?
I'm trying to come.
To get it over with?
My problem would be the reverse for, like, the next 10 years after that, and then flip back to this 10... So, my first blowjob, I was just so nervous about getting a blowjob, and the fact that every single person in my new high school that I've been at for 8 days... Because, pep rally's the beginning of the year. So it's everyone that I go to high school with now all seeing me do this, and I can't come. So she climbs on top of me, and, like, we start making out, which is not the best thing to do mid-blowjob, but I decide...
Wait. How did she climb on top of you if you're leaning against a flagpole?
Well, we slid down to the ground, and we're just fucking straight up, like, dry humping next to a flagpole. Like, on my hoodie laid out on the ground like a real gentleman. And I just fucking start, like... playing with myself to be like, this has got to wrap up. I'm so embarrassed. And I just fucking came by accident, like all over the back of her jeans.
What do you mean by accident? You were trying to do it.
I was trying to edge, as the kids say. I was edging. Are you guys familiar with edging?
Oh, so you went too far.
Yeah, and I went too far. I went right off the edge. And all over the back of her fucking Jordashes. And
wow, this is really early in the 80s.
This was mid-90s. This was 19...
I came on her hypercolor shirt.
Yeah. It went from... I came on her Freezy Freakies.
And that's another reference nobody here will get. Freezy Freakies were used to shut Jews up. They put them in their mouth. It was like sort of a
At least in
rag.
my high school, that's what we used them for.
Yeah.
Freezy Freakies were gloves that when it got cold, got a design on them. But it was already like eyes on the gloves, and then when it got freezing, like a mouth appeared.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
It was brilliant, but I had off-brand Freezy. My whole life I had off-brand shit. I wanted a starter jacket so bad, and my dad got me an Apex jacket, which was like a New York Giants jacket, but you don't need to hear this. We'll talk about this after.
So has anyone else here had sex in public?
Yeah,
Anyone
here's
want
fucked
to
at South
talk
by?
about it?
Who here's fucked
No
at
one
South
will
by?
No one will say yes.
Oh, everyone here is 14. I just found out.
Yeah. No one here has had sex.
I
That's
just
the
got
problem.
a text that said, drop the sex stuff and the Jew stuff and all that black shit as well. So are you guys going to go see Obama speak, or did you choose this instead? This? I'm getting the vibe that you guys thought that other people need to use this stage after us, Gil. So does anyone have any techniques for surviving South by? Anyone have any hacks that they use to get by on South? No one? Anyone? You? What's up? Don't go. Okay, that's similar to avoiding it. Yeah, I like that. Someone said bike around.
Why?
Why?
And okay, another 65-year-old man. Everyone's so worried about traffic.
Where do you guys gotta go what are you in a rush to do if on a Friday afternoon you can go sit in a bar and see podcasts?
Or more importantly, where do you guys buy your handkerchiefs?
I gotta get down to Costco on Fridays, pick up paper towels.
I gotta get home for fucking Wheel of Fortune.
Anyone else have any tips or tricks to survive? Does anyone carry like certain things with them when they go to a festival? Like I need to wear certain shoes or a certain outfit. No, everyone just got you. What's up, man? An extra phone battery. There's a fucking pro. Like a Mophie charger, or at least your charger, right? Am I helping any of you? What's that? Oh yeah, but you can get a charger or a Mophie. I carry a Mophie. Where's my bag? I lost it. I carry a Mophie, so we have one of those.
So far, the advice has been charge your phone.
Charge your phone and watch out for traffic.
Yeah.
You guys are
basically
like,
everyone-
and don't go out with wet hair.
They're like basically so old. It's like all the old advice from the youngest people.
They don't know
ever.
what Freezy Freakies are, but they're like. So in here is a Mophie. Look, I have a little go bag packed. Mophie charger, baby wipes for wiping, sunnies, vape,
What's a
edibles.
Sunny.
Bandana for wiping if need be.
So you have edibles. Did you bring
deodorant.
them on the plane?
Oh, yeah, I brought edibles on the plane because the price of weed during South by fucking skyrocketed.
That's crazy.
So I'm selling edibles. I got arrested immediately. I'm not selling edibles. They're for my anxiety, you fucking scumbags.
Yeah, all right.
Call the
They're for my
audience.
bad back.
Yeah. Look at my body. You can guess I have a bad back. You know you're fat when you wake up in the morning with a sore back from just sleeping. My gut pulls my body at such an angle, it's like a bow and arrow. It like cranks me back this way.
I have the opposite problem. I'm so small that my back's just always like.
But you have this posture, and I don't know if it's just for like performing, but this
my
is how
butt is sticking
Gil
out?
walks like this.
I do. I walk like a
It's-
pregnant woman.
It's
yeah.
jaunty, and it's cute, and it's all like,
My
And he
my
wears-
weight is in my backside.
yeah, he
That's
has.
my center of my mass. Yeah.
This dude has some serious posterior chain going on right here.
I was a dancer growing up.
When you wear boys size 8 khakis, that's how you have to walk.
That's how you have to walk when you wear Bugle Boy, and only Bugle Boy.
Exclusively Bugle Boy. Another reference over your fucking heads, people. Jesus Christ, you young.
People know what How many people here know Bugle Boy? Yeah, see?
The 30-year-old girl. Sorry to call you that. That's like an awful thing to call a woman. The 30-year-old girl. Imagine just calling people out by their weight. You, the 125-pounder. It's like, chill. I picked a good number. What else? Anyone here excited for anything during South by Southwest, or are you all just a bunch of old cranks at this point? Is there anything you're looking forward to? Are you going to try to see the movie Keanu? Are you going to try to... people are just laughing at the title.
Yeah,
of the
no,
movie.
no one cares anymore. What's a good place to eat? Some of the locals. What? Torchies?
What's it called when they put the cheese sauce on that fried chicken taco, like white trash style or trailer parks? Trashy. Yo, that shit. I mean, I don't even live in Austin, and I'm like, I've eaten at Torchy's 15 times. But the trashy fucking chicken taco.
That's the way to go.
Gil doesn't eat meat and cheese together.
I saw it because it was that big. You tried to turn it, but like, you forgot what you were doing.
Oh, whoops. Well, what else? Where should Gil and I eat? Don't worry about pumps. Rapolos. Rapolos on a pizza place. It sounds good. What do you recommend I get there? Pizza? The pepperoni? But pepperoni's a topping. It doesn't count as a topping. It's that's like entry level topping, right? That's like rookie topping. That's like, yeah, I like my sandwiches with mayo. You're like, oh, baller, man. Have you heard of aioli? What are some other food recommendations or alcohol recommendations or dorm rooms we can go to later? Who has a dorm room? Gil and I.
Are you looking for
Gil and
something?
I want to watch season 1 of Chef's Table on someone's Netflix.
That's right. We want to fucking snuggle in your bed.
What if you invited us to your house thinking you're gonna have like a party and we just watched like fucking 2 full seasons
What
of
if we
Blue Bloods or
right.
something?
What if we killed you and then just watched Blue Bloods? Would that be cool?
Who here has a Netflix password they're willing to share and a death they're willing to go through? I should have asked how long I was supposed to go for.
I think we're supposed to go for like 4 hours.
They said 4 hours. They said as long as the crowd wants, which is not long at all.
Yeah.
I said I'll go until the crowd is tired.
Well, these
of me.
guys have like what, your PSATs in what, like 20, 25 minutes?
These are the only group of people who are going to their PSATs in rascal scooters. You guys are all. Is everyone in Austin Benjamin Buttoning? Like, why are you all so old and so young at the same time? I have one gray pube. And one gray pube to rule them all. Who here likes Lord of the Rings, the book?
Wow. Immediately, all the fucking hands went down.
No.
Oh my God, Jesus
It's a
Christ.
Yeah, want to talk about Lord of the Rings for an hour and a half now?
You're a big Lord of the Rings fan.
I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Yeah.
I've never read the books.
What?
No, and I sort of liked the movies.
Oh yeah, then you definitely shouldn't read the books.
Yeah.
Is there any instances of a movie being better than the book? Because it almost never is, right? Everyone who's like, I love this movie. It's like,
Yes.
you should read the book.
The Lovely Bones. Oh my God.
Dude, Alice Sebold's craft for dialogue is fucking gangsta.
This guy was raising his hand.
What's a better movie than a book? Star Wars, right? But it was a book after it was a movie. Yeah, that doesn't still count.
But technically, your question.
First of all, Tales of the Bounty Hunters featuring IG-88 and Bosk, the Trandoshan bounty hunter, is one of the best.
It's another like young reference by an old man.
We burned those books in the 50s. Novelizations are often worse. It's rare in an instance like, have you read the novelization of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze? It goes into depths that the film can only scratch the surface of. I would say the movie Fight Club is better than the book, because the movie Fight Club does so much interesting stuff, even though the book is fantastic. The movie Fight Club is a movie that came out 10 years ago. A book is something that's like a bunch of paper.
10 years is like 10 is like an amount. It's like a number, and the years.
10
is, like
is
how
more
we
than
measure.
9. So you know how yesterday on your birthday you blew out 9 candles on your birthday cake? The next number up is 10. Anyone else here have any? Yes, you sir.
Stardust. It was written. The screenplay was written by the same guy who did the author. Only 10 years later.
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Fight.
Fight!
I
Fight!
say Gaiman because I don't like labels. No, Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman Diamond.
Hey, bro, before you continue, man, there's like a guy floating like behind you. Like, so just be careful, man. Just be careful. He might land on you. No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Stardust.
I was saying that the screenplay was written by the author, but it was done 10 years later, so he corrected the shit in the book that he didn't like and made the movie better.
Oh, okay.
I heard
and
that
isn't
movie
Stardust with like Robert De Niro?
And like Michelle Pfeiffer plays like the mast of a ship or something. What? I don't remember. Didn't that movie suck?
Yeah, the movie was great, but the book didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like. Is there an instance where the book is better than where the movie is better than the book? It's like, yes, in this instance, but it's because the book was so bad.
By the way, this will all tie back to advice for South by Southwest.
Wait, you just made. I'm currently reading American Gods, Neil Gaiman book, and I just lost it. This is the second book I lost in an airport bathroom.
Oh my God!
I like
taking a shit.
Yeah. You know you're not doing well when you get up in the morning in LA, shit twice at your house, get to LAX, shit at the check-in, go through security, take another shit, get on a plane, fly to Austin, land in Austin, shit in the Austin
now
airport.
Are you shitting before check-in because you don't want to show up or something?
I'm afraid. I want to look as thin as possible on that thing. No, I didn't want. I was worried that there would be a long line, and I would fucking.
So take me through. Where did you lose the book? You were shitting, and you put it on like the toilet paper.
On the toilet
thing?
paper rack, the phone shelf, if
Right.
you will.
And so you were so concentrated on wiping, or what?
Yeah. Wiping for me is a two-hand job. No, I'm just kidding.
Two-hand job. How do you hold your ass apart?
I use a speculum. One hand is on the speculum, and the other hand is wiping.
You used to use a compass, so that's much better.
Oh yeah, this is much better. What other books and movies? I'm just making conversation. What's up, man?
Gone Girl and the movie and the book is pretty good.
They're both. You're right. They're both. The movie. The book is better than the movie, but you're right. They're both really good. And that's the second David Fincher one that we've referenced there. I mean, there's a little something to that guy. Solid book. And that's another Gillian Flynn wrote. Gillian Flynn, yeah. Everyone's correcting me on the weirdest pronunciations. I mean, I am saying them wrong, but... does anyone have any questions for us before we get out of here? Which I'm assuming we're at time because no one's told me regardless.
Well, I see up there we have 36 minutes left. We should keep going.
All right, well, let's answer 36 quick rapid-fire questions. Does anyone have any questions for us? You, sir.
Either of you guys do stuff on YouTube that we can watch?
YouTube, what's that?
Bro,
never
we
heard
are
of it.
all about micro.
Have you heard of the CBS network? Yeah, that's what I'm
you
on.
could. There's probably some stuff of ours on YouTube. You can
Yeah.
search Gil Ozeri.
That's right.
You can watch Gil's little vine called Trump Stumps, which is something that's
Oh
been
my
making me
God.
laugh big time. I pull it up like all the time before I go to bed, super baked. I'm like, Trump Stumps. Just Google Trump Stumps or any other. You can Google our names. Does anyone else have any other questions that can't be answered by a search engine?
Right there.
What's up?
How was it like working on Geico on TV?
Oh, okay. Someone who knows who I am. All right. Now, you weren't all hostages in some weird-ass fucking situation. Working on Geico is super fun. It's kind of, I'll say the same spiel I always give. The first 4 seasons, you don't even meet the other cast members because you're in one at a time. So, like, I was on a TV show with guys for 4 years that I didn't know at all. And every time I ran into someone, it's like, yo, what's Damian Lemon like in real life? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. But they ended up being, most of them were pretty fucking cool. And because of that job, I also got to shoot paintball for the first time, butcher a pig for the first time, and I did something else.
Did you do the butchering?
I did the butchering.
So
yeah.
you've killed.
Oh, I didn't kill the
alive.
pig. I broke down a already deceased pig.
Okay.
I mean, I've killed animals before.
You have.
Yeah, throwing cats in fires and stuff. You know, Stephen
So
Avery shit.
Stephen Avery stuff. So you totally were like, I get that part.
I was like, that doesn't make him a bad guy. It's just a devoutly disabled dude throwing cats into a fire. What are we gonna do? Arrest him?
Yeah.
Oh, turns out we are. For a long ass time. All right. Is there any other questions?
There was one right here.
Yes. What's up? Oh, my worst festival
That's a good
experience.
question.
That is a great question. Last year, or a couple years ago, at a venue called Bravos Hall, I had to throw underwear in the bathroom garbage.
Whoa! Wait, you
can
shot
You can
yourself?
sort of guess what
Did
happened
you shit
there.
yourself?
Yeah.
Let's hear that story.
I just sharted a little bit. It was just a combination of
Just like
Lone Star, edibles, and only eating food from
so
trucks.
you farted and shit came
And
out?
I was at the urinal.
You were at the urinal? It was one of those like, oh, I'm releasing my piss, so I should...
You know,
release-
like when you like push to get the last few drops. You guys will know this in 15 to 20 years, but wrapping up a piss is nearly impossible once you're 30.
And starting one!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to like fucking toothpaste out the end.
Now I have to do it like I'm like sewing something. I have to like go like this in order to start pissing.
Yeah, I do like a cow. I stand over the urinal and just fucking utter myself. Just get all the last drops out.
That's why you're forgetting your book all the time.
So I was trying to push out the last bit of piss, and I farted, and it wasn't just swamp ass.
That happens to me a lot. Like I'm shitting myself.
I thought you were gonna take me down, but it was just so funny. An earnest moment of like, I do that a lot.
No, yeah, this is like that Stephen Avery moment you were talking about. I empathize with you. I'm always shitting my pants.
Is it? Why is that?
Why? I
Do
don't
you
think
take high risk?
because no one teaches you how to shit, man. They just expect you to be like, oh, it's fucking, in your genes, you're gonna know how to shit. No. I fucking shit my pants all the time. I shit when I'm not supposed to. I push way too hard.
Oh, dude, I don't do high risk farts anymore. Like I just learned. I'm like, it's not worth it at this point. Do you know what I did the other day?
What's a
We'll
high
wrap
risk
this up
fart?
with the
You don't know when you're gonna shit?
Like, I'm like, oh, I have to fart, but I don't want to push too hard because it's iffy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But sometimes that's the fart you need to save your whole fucking day. You ever have one of those farts where you're like, oh God, I'm back to life? When
Yes.
you're super hungover and you've just been shitting all day, this is something that'll happen to you guys as you get older. We'll edit all this out of the podcast and your minds later. But like, you ever shitting all day long, just hungover as all fuck, and then like at 1 p.m. after you've had like 6 Gatorades and like smoked 5 bowls, you push and you fart, and it's like a solid dry fart, and you're like, I can leave the house now. Like I'm done.
She's
Slow.
set.
You don't want to hear this at all. Okay, we'll move on. Do you know what I did the other day? The converse of what I just explained. I had gotten out of the shower. I was drying off. I had to fart. I was in my bedroom.
Uh-huh.
I raised a cheek to fart, completely nude, raised a cheek to fart, pushed a little hard, and as I pushed, I pissed onto my dresser.
Oh my God.
I
Shit.
got no control here.
You're like
man.
fucking Mr. Bean.
and
Jesus Christ.
And since I raised my cheek to fart, I was a dog. I lifted a leg and pissed
You
onto my
are.
dresser, and I was like, this is my dresser
I'm having
now.
the opposite problem. I can't shit anymore. I'm having shits that are like baseball size. I'm not joking. They're fucking round. It's like shitting a grapefruit.
It's like an owl pellet.
I feel like I'm giving birth. Like I'm not joking. I get scared. Like
you hear it lands like a skee ball and rolls.
It
down
doesn't
the
come
toilet.
out. I got scared. I was shitting the other day. I had to take a fucking pencil to my ass.
Of all the things.
It was like shoehorning the shit out of my ass.
You put the pencil in and were cranking it to pop
Yes,
it out.
to pop it
an
out.
old-timey
I got
tablet.
scared. I had to walk away from the shit 3 times and be like, I don't think it's gonna come out. I think I have to get the C-section equivalent of how they remove shits from your ass.
Yeah, where you cut open your asshole and just pull out. It's a boy.
It's really
Slap
scary.
a big turd. Wait.
I think it's my diet or something.
Is prune juice kosher? Is there
Yeah, prune juice is kosher, man.
You should maybe get on.
Would you hide me?
I'd hide you in my fucking fanny pack.
Your fanny.
Unzip it and let you
Yeah, they're
pop.
not gonna look there.
I'd put you in my backpack like Luke and Yoda from that book that he loves. The novelization of Empire is one of the best novels of all time. All right, guys, let's wrap this bullshit up. Gil, where can, if these people are, if for some reason these guys aren't on some mass exodus to Fort Lauderdale for a golf tournament or whatever these old fucks are into, we're driving up to the Indian casino, we're gonna play Baccarat. Where can they catch you at this festival, or where can they find you online?
Ooh, I have a show tonight, but it's not. They don't let anybody in.
Oh, so it's one of those really fun shows.
Yeah,
for
it's just
nobody.
me and some guy in his van.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, they don't let anyone in. There's a big plexiglass wall, and these Korean businessmen jerk off behind the fiberglass.
That's exactly right.
So you have a show tonight at 7 that no one can go to.
At Gil Ozeri on Twitter, and also I just signed up for Snapchat, so that at Gil Ozeri too, or Gil
These kids
Ozeri.
are already past Snapchat. They're like,
There's
Snapchat.
something new. It's called Firkin.
Firkin.
Do you know it?
We be Firkin, boys. Do you guys Firk? Who here's on Firk?
Who here's on Firkin?
Blast me with your Firk codes. As for me, if you guys want to see some shows I'm in this weekend, I'm doing Comedy Bang Bang tomorrow at 4 p.m. at Esther's. And then on Sunday, I'm doing Improv for Humans and Ass Cat, which is a UCB show based out of New York and LA. It's really fun. A lot of good comics are doing that. And I'm at John Gabrus on Twitter. And I don't give a fuck if you like this or not, but you should subscribe to my podcast called High and Mighty. Just subscribe and delete them as
There's
they come
a lot
in.
of great episodes.
There are some
Really good ones. Yeah.
Thank you, Gil.
Yeah.
And if you rate me 5 stars on iTunes and then roast me in the comments and are really mean to me, I'll read them on air.
And you will come kill them.
And I'll find you. Yeah, you
will
put your
find
address
you.
there. I'll come into your house.
Which is my podcast called I Will Find You.
Yeah.
And
It's
basically
him and
I
Liam
find-
Neeson traveling the country.
And we kill anyone who we get hired to kill. So, and it's always with a tiny, small knife.
Yeah, so search High and Mighty on iTunes or go to headgum.com and just subscribe to all the podcasts. Crank our fucking numbers up. All we need is 30 to 40 more tweens, and we're in the market.
Yeah.
I can advertise
Should we
to you guys.
tell them about this thing's podcast?
Oh, yeah, and also you got to check out this Mike Stans podcast. It's called Black Men Can't Jump in the Movies. This is Jerah Milliken right here. These are inside jokes to just 5 people at this point. Guys, thank you so much for listening or watching or both, ideally. And if you're listening at home, God, you missed out, motherfuckers. You could have seen all this young trim in the crowd.
There's like 10 people fucking in the crowd right
Yeah.
now.
We're like, anyone here fuck in public? And people are boning, asking us to be quiet. One dude's in a fucking crane stance on a stool.
I just
catching a blowjob, bitching about the price of
There's
platinum.
a guy literally slipping out the door on fucking jizz right now.
He's like
a slip and
Iceman.
slide.
He's riding out on a fucking wave of jizz.
Anyway.
Anyway, thank you, shitheads. This has been High and Mighty. I'm your host, John Gabrus. Thank